Hello friends. The world is reshaping before our very eyes. What we see in the headlines is just the surface. Behind it lies a geopolitical chessboard, where even a forgotten pawn like Palestine might soon become a queen. Former President Donald Trump has dropped a bombshell. A ceasefire in Gaza could happen next week. But here's the twist. Israel says they have no idea what Trump is talking about. Is this diplomacy in action or a deeper game being played behind the scenes? And more importantly, is Turkey silently becoming the key to the future of the Middle East? Let's take a closer look. Trump's recent posts on X suggest an imminent ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, but Israeli officials flatly deny any such plan. At the same time, Trump is putting pressure on Israel's judiciary, calling Netanyahu a national hero and suggesting that his trial should be delayed. Guess what? The Israeli Supreme Court did postpone Netanyahu's corruption trial. Opposition leaders in Israel claim this is part of a deal. Netanyahu promises to help Trump secure a Gaza ceasefire in exchange for his own legal troubles being swept under the rug. Meanwhile, something even bigger is brewing. U.S. Ambassador and Syria envoy Tom Barak has publicly stated Turkey is the only country capable of convincing Arab nations to accept the so-called Hebrew Agreement. And he's not wrong. With its ties to Hamas and its Islamic identity, Turkey has once again become the diplomatic epicenter of the region. Even the British Foreign Secretary is now meeting with Hakan Fidan in Ankara. So what does Turkey want in return? Let's just say modernized F-16s and maybe even the long-denied F-35s. And America? They're warming up to the idea. According to Barak, a deal could be finalized by the end of this year. But all this is overshadowed by a brutal, undeniable truth. Israel's assault on Gaza has become a humanitarian catastrophe. Civilians, children, entire families wiped out. The world is watching and reacting. France has declared it will formally recognize the state of Palestine. Pro-Palestinian protests and anti-Israel chants are echoing through the UK. Even within the globalist core, France and the UK, support for a two-state solution is no longer taboo. It's becoming policy. In a twisted irony, Israel's attempt to destroy Palestine may be the very reason the world finally recognizes it. This is geopolitical gravity. What goes around, comes around. When great powers miscalculate, they don't just fail. They empower their enemies. Israel, with all its military might, is now accelerating the global recognition of a Palestinian state. And whether it likes it or not, it may have to accept its borders and stay within them. Because in geopolitics, the most dangerous enemy isn't the one across the border. It's your own overconfidence.